Hello, my chickadees. I miss you so much. I hope you're enjoying today in the beautiful sunshine and you're still in your pajamas. Although I do hope that you have brushed your teeth by this point, because then that would just be like yucky. Today's math lesson is borrowing with uncommon denominators, which is really just a title for more work. But you can totally do it, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. And actually right before that, it says, I can be content with little, and I can be content with much. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So we can be content when there's just a little bit of math work. And we can be content when there's a lot of math work. We're just happy. Okay? Now, as you're at home, I want you to remember commandment number 5, honor your father and mother. Please take care of them. Please love them. Please obey them the first time. And we're going to have a great day. All right, here we go. What I want you to do is what you see right over here. I want to see, how do I focus this? Okay. Your name and today's date at the top of your paper. As you can tell, I've already taught 3rd grade math, as I usually do in class. To the little ones first, then to the big ones. Here we are. And don't forget, vote Malat for president. She could really use your votes. Not much has changed here in 3rd grade and 4th grade classroom. Okay, so I'm going to write on the board 1A. The directions say subtract carefully, okay? The first thing we're ever going to want to do is check and see if our denominators are the same. All right, I'm going to write those steps on the board here. Number 1. Are my denominators the same? In order to add, in order to subtract with fractions, you have to have the denominators be the same. All right? Otherwise, it's just not going to work. You can't subtract oranges from apples. You can't add bananas to kiwis. Unless if you're making a fruit salad. And we're not making fruit salad. We're doing math, okay? All right. And then see if you need to borrow. Please remember, when we borrow in fractions, our whole number goes down 1, and then we turn the single number 1 that we borrowed into an improper fraction, same number on top as bottom. And we add that borrowed fraction to the fraction that already exists. Then we do our math, okay? So it's borrow, add, math. Okay? Are my denominators the same? If they're not the same, you have to change them. You have to figure out the least common multiple, the least common denominator, and make both of your fractions have the same denominator. Then, do you need to borrow? Borrow, add, math. Oh, here we go. Number 1A. 3 1/4 minus 1 3/8. Woo! Is 8 the same as 4? I don't think so. So, So I take a look at, trying to adjust the lighting on this by my physical presence. How about over here? Okay, I take a look at both of my denominators, my 8 and my 4. and I say, all right, 8's the bigger number. I can do a couple multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, blah, blah, blah. And then I start doing multiples of 4. 4, 8. Oh, they share the number 8. So I will change my top fraction. I change it by multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number. How do I turn 4 into 8? Oh, new pen. So you can see my work. Please make sure that everything I do in this new color goes into your book so that you really know how to do this. Times 2, times 2. That gives me my new fraction, 2 over 8. And then I bring this guy, I say 3 over 8. That's the fraction I already had in the original equation. Okay, now I know I have to subtract. My denominators are the same. I don't have to worry about them anymore. I only work with my numerator. The numerator is 2 over 3. 2 minus 3 can't be done because the top number is smaller than the bottom one. So I borrow from the 3 and turn it into an improper fraction. What? Okay, here we go. A 3 becomes a... I really hope you said 2. 2. And then I create an improper fraction with the single number I have borrowed. My denominators are 8, so I will make my new fraction 8 over 8, okay? I add it to the fraction I already have, okay? And now I go across 8 plus, blah, blah, blah. 2 plus 8 equals 10 over 8. And then I bring my 3/8 over again. 3 over 8. And now, just a big line like this. Okay, big line like this. 10 minus 3 is now 7. I bring my denominator down, 8. And now I do my whole numbers. Let's not forget the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then I check my fraction, 7 over 8. Can I reduce that? No, I can't. So I bring it over here, 7/8. Circle your final answer, because look at all this math that we just did. Woo! Praise the Lord. All right, I'm going to do another one. That was 1A. We can do all things through Christ. We can be content with little and we can be content with much. I love you. All right, here we go. Where's my eraser? Meow. Did you get that? I was going pretty slow. I hope you got it. If you don't have it, just watch the video again and then you'll get it. All right, 1B. Here we go. 1B. 6 1/3 minus 3 5/6. Okay, number 1. Are my denominators the same? 6 and, oh, sorry, my bad. 6 and 3. No, my denominators are not the same. So 6 is the biggest one. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, blah, blah, blah. And then you do multiples of the smaller one. 3, 6, 9. Ooh, they both share. I hope you said 6. Okay, so I change my top fraction to have the same denominator as the bottom fraction. When I change a fraction, I multiply the top and the bottom by the same number. How do you turn a 3 into a 6? Times 2 times 2. Put your equal sign. 1 times 2 equals 2, and 3 times 2 equals 6. You bring your existing bottom fraction over 5/6. Now, see if you need to borrow. 2 minus 5 can't be done because the top number is smaller than the bottom one. So I borrow from the 6 and turn it into an improper fraction. What? 6 becomes 5. My existing denominator is 6. So I create an improper fraction that has 6 over 6. I add it to my existing minuend fraction. Remember, minuend subtrahend difference. So I add it to my existing minuend fraction. Okay? Remember, borrow, add, math. Okay. 2 plus 6 equals 8 over 6. And then I bring my existing subtrahend fraction over again. All right, and then I make a big line, boop, 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 big line like this, a big line like this. Okay, 8 minus 5 can be done because the top number is bigger than the bottom one. 8 minus 5 is 3 over 6. Don't forget your whole numbers. 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now, take a look at your fraction. 3 over 6, wow. Do we need to reduce that or what? Okay, quickly, 3 over 6 is reduced to, I hope you said 1/2. All right, I'm gonna divide the top and the bottom by the number 3. Boop, 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 boop. And then you're gonna just bring that over here, 1/2. Please make sure your fraction and your whole number have the same height all the way across, okay? 2 and 1/2 is the answer to 6 and 1/3 minus 3 and 5/6. Are we in a new grade or what? Can you imagine doing anything like this last year? You guys are so smart. Okay. That's me going over those two with you. The division, I'm gonna make a new, I'm gonna make a new video for the division. I will do one of the divisions with you. I'll do 2a with you, okay? You're gonna want to round for the guessing, okay? And then multiply and check. That's where your review section begins. You got this. You're great. All right, I'll see you on the other video.